What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. Today our opponent is going to be Kirby, and this match is kinda sorta an OU match. I mean, it was mostly just mixed tier, to be honest. I don't remember if we agreed on anything, but we're both just bringing stuff from all over the place. We've got some lower tier Pokemon, we've got some OU Pokemon, you know, just a nice good old-fashioned battle. Anyway, before we get into the teams here, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 50 likes, we're going to continue those double daily Wi-Fi battle uploads for you guys and all that good stuff. By the way, we've been doing great on the like goal, so thank you so much for your support. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Your support is amazing, and it does motivate me to keep on trucking along and, you know, stay determined to keep these videos coming for you guys. I'm actually not positive if this person, if you're one of the people that I got a battle from off of Twitter. I know I've battled so many people over the last couple of days, it's absolutely crazy. And what I should have done was just wrote down as I went, you know, which person was with which channel and which, you know, Twitter and that kind of stuff. So if I don't have anything in the description and you're the person that I'm battling, this goes for any video. If I battled you and you're not in the description, please leave a comment and let me know, or hit me up on Twitter or something, just anything to let me know so I can get you in the description. I do like to link everyone that I battle. That's just part of how I give back, give you a little bit of exposure, get you featured on the channel, you know, that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's enough blabbering about that. Let's get into the teams here. He's bringing some really cool Pokemon. Galvantula, Diggersby, Azumarill, Scyther, Meowstic, and Medicham. So just absolutely fantastic team. I love it. And it's so colorful, too. Look at all those colors. Beautiful. On my side, I'm bringing Arcanine, Claydol, Lucario, Jolteon, Venomoth, and Braviary. So most of these Pokemon you've seen already. I used Claydol so much this weekend, so you're about to see that. You're about to see Claydol in just a whole slew of battles. He's absolutely amazing. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but I'm like, you know what? I want to try him out. And he's an incredible defensive utility Pokemon with Rapid Spin and Stealth Rocks and Levitate as well. So, really cool. Anyway, I'm going to start off with my Choice Scarf Braviary as he starts off with his Galvantula. I'm going to go straight for the U-turn. It does a lot of damage to this thing. So much damage. I know it's not a resisted hit, but still, it just does a lot. I'm not Choice Banded either. But it does break the Focus Sash as I go into Claydol. Because I predicted him to go for the Sticky Web, that's what all of these things do. It's very predictable how people use it. You can make it so it's not predictable, but that's not the case here. So he's going to switch out into his Bugsy, the Scyther, as I Rapid Spin. So no more Sticky Web, and Galvantula does not have its Focus Sash, which is a great time for me. I guess he could have went for the Bug Buzz there, but I am specially defensive, so I would have been able to take it okay, even though, you know, it's a super effective hit and whatnot. So now I need to switch out as he has something that I can't really touch on the field with this Eviolite Scyther. But he just goes for the Swords Dance. And as I bring in the Braviary, which is fine by me, because I'm going to be able to kill off this thing in one hit. That's right, Eviolite Scyther goes down in one hit to a Brave Bird. The only time it wouldn't go down in one hit would be if it was completely physically defensive. It would be a 2-hit KO. And I believe if it just has, you know, HP investment, even if it doesn't have anything else, I'm pretty sure it's still like a 33% chance to one-shot it. So that is that. Yeah, so out comes the Diggersby, and it just bitch slaps me just all over the place. I really thought that I could do some, you know, damage with that Braviary, and I do, but not enough to kill off this thing. So Diggersby, though, I wonder where he got that nickname from. Just destroys my life. Destroys my life. So I'm going to bring out Lucario to revenge this thing. He's going to bring out his Fuzzles, his shiny Fuzzles. And I decided to just go for a Crunch. And that is going to be enough to take out this Galvantula. So that is great for me. And in comes the Diggersby, though, again. And this time, I mean, I guess I could go for Crunch, but I'm deciding to go for the Bullet Punch because why not? And I'm pretty sure at this point we had already seen that Diggersby was Life Orb. I'm not positive on that because I missed it just a second ago. But I'm pretty sure it was Life Orb, so going for the Crunch really wasn't that big of a deal. We knew he was not Scarfed. and therefore cannot outspeed the Lucario. Now, out comes the Medicham, and I'm going to bring Frank out. My favorite hot dog. He's going to go for the Intimidate, and that is great for me. This thing is still going to hit like a truck, though. Mega Medicham is so powerful with that Pure Power ability, and his name is Psychic, which is a really cool name. He's going to go for the Fire Punch, and that really does not do much at all, even with the Pure Power. If he went for a fighting type move like High Jump Kick, which is what I thought was going to be coming, that would have done a lot. He's going to go into his Maryland, another very creative nickname for the Azumarill. And I am going to switch out as well into my Venomoth, as that is a bad matchup for me. He's actually going to withdraw his Azumarill here, so just switches all over the place. The switches are everywhere, they're running rampant. Out comes that beautiful shiny Meowstick. That thing is pretty, I have to say. I went for the Sleep Powder though. That's going to miss. So now I'm going to have to switch because he can just easily kill me with a Psychic or whatever he wants to do. He decides to just go for the sub though on the switch, so that is not a bad move whatsoever. Great play. And we find out this thing is kind of like a support set, or maybe some kind of like sub Calm Mind sweeper. It actually has Torment, so this is a really interesting set and I like it. I like it a lot. Many props to using this. But anyway, I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. I need to break the sub, and I'm pretty sure that I can, even though I'm not invested in attack or anything like that, because Meowstick is pretty frail. So it doesn't take much to break the sub, and it doesn't resist that many moves either, because Psychic is a pretty bad defensive typing. So he's going to switch out now that his sub is broken. He's going to switch back into his Maryland, the Azumarill, as I set up the Stealth Rocks. I know, it's kind of late game for the rocks at this point. It's more like mid game. But any rocks are better than no rocks, I suppose. He's going to go for the Aqua Jet. That does a lot of damage. And I'm going to hit him with an Earthquake here. And that's going to do some decent damage as well. Nothing crazy. Azumarill is pretty bulky. It has a pretty high HP stat, even without investment. And although most Azumarills do run the investment. Anyway, I'm going to hit him with an Ice Beam here. I was really thinking that he might switch, but that is not the case. And he goes for the Aqua Ring. So that is a little bit interesting. I haven't seen that before. I don't know what I thought. I don't know. I just was very caught off guard by this whole thing. I was prepared for the Aqua Jet Azumarill, but the stuff that came after it, I was a little bit unprepared for, to be honest. Because he goes for the Aqua Ring, as I said. I get the crit on the Earthquake there, and that's... doesn't really matter too much as he has the Citrus Berry. And now he's going to go for the Belly Drum. So he's Belly Drum, Aqua Ring, Citrus, Azumarill, which actually isn't that bad of an idea, but I guess it just struck me as strange at the time. I don't know. He's running some very interesting sets, and I have to say I do like it. I do like it. I love it when people bring interesting sets to battles and don't just bring the overused stuff. So that's pretty cool, especially when it's on a very overused Pokemon such as Azumarill. That makes it even better. That makes it even better. Like, not that long ago, I saw a defensive Aegislash, and that is something I want to try. Not to necessarily copy the set I saw, but I wanted to kind of just expound upon that idea, because I think it has like base 150 in both defenses in shield mode, so Aegislash can definitely be a defensive Pokemon, even with its bad HP stat. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. He kills me with the Aqua Jet. Down goes the Claydol after putting in some great work, getting the rocks up, doing some decent damage to that Azumarill, making it eat its citrus and all that stuff. He's going to switch out here as Ohm the Jolteon comes in, and Ohm has kind of been like a staple on this channel. I use it all the time. Just an amazing Pokemon. It's kind of crazy that it's UU this generation. It was OU last generation, I believe. And it's been OU quite often because it's just such a great Pokemon. It's so fast, and it has quite a bit of power behind it as well, with 110 special attack. And that 130 base speed, though, is absolutely insane. Most of the time, you don't even have to run Scarf on it. You can run Specs, and it hits like a truck. Hits like an absolute truck. So we're going to revenge the Meowstick here with a combination of the Volt Switch from Jolteon and the Bullet Punch from Lucario. In comes the Psychic again. And he's going to get hurt by the Stealth Rocks, although not too much, because he does resist it with that nice fighting typing. And I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Not really anything unpredictable here. Going to switch in Frank to get the Intimidate off. This time he does go for the high jump kick. There's really no reason for him not to at this point, especially with Claydol gone. He gets a crit, I'm not entirely sure if that matters. I'm not running a completely defensive Arcanine. It does not have any physical defensive investment. It does have max HP, but a high jump kick, even at -1, does so much damage. It's such a powerful move coming off Mega Medicham with the pure power. So I'm going to go into Venomoth here, set up a Quiver Dance as he hits me with an Ice Punch. And I guess he's not running the Zen Headbutt, which is possible. He could just be running all of the Elemental Punches. I'm pretty sure I saw the Fire Punch before this, though. I think we did see the Fire Punch earlier in the match, so I'm not sure why he went for that. That could have been a misclick. It could have been him predicting me to pull a double switch, which is also possible. On my side, I didn't really feel like that was the right move to make, so I just stayed in, go for the Quiver Dance and the Bug Buzz that absolutely destroys the Medicham. So Venomoth has some serious power. Out comes the Maryland again, and he goes for the Aqua Jet to try to revenge me. That's his only hope, and I'm actually going to live it and hit him with a Giga Drain, get almost all of my health back. Well, not really, not even up to 50%. I don't know what I'm talking about. My typical phrase, I don't know what I'm talking about. I say that way too much. Way too much. But anyway, the Azumarill goes down. That is the end of the match. So very, very cool, very interesting match. Again, with some incredible sets. That sub Meowstic was really cool, and Torment on that as well. I think that would work well if you had like Calm Mind. You could try a sub Calm Mind set, you know, come in on something that you would force out, like the Venomoth, for example, and then start going for, you know, sub on the switch, and then start going for the Calm Minds. And you can even run probably, well, it doesn't have Prankster. The male one is the one that gets Prankster, so I don't know if T-Wave would be as good of a move on that. But it's worth a try. I mean, I might try something like that. It sounds interesting to me. Anything unusual works for me. So that is it for the match. And yeah, so thank you very much for the match, Kirby. Hopefully we can have a match again in the future at some point. I'm getting a lot of requests right now, so if you guys are trying to get battles with me, I apologize if I haven't gotten to you. It's the easiest way to coordinate a battle with me is to hit me up on Twitter. I try to respond to everybody that mentions me or tries to talk to me or whatever. It's just easier for me to keep track of stuff on there, because with everybody commenting on just, you know, all the different videos that I have, all the different battles, I lose track of things, and sometimes YouTube is stupid and doesn't even tell me that you commented on it. So I don't like you guys feeling like you're ignored, so feel free to hit me up there, ask me any questions you want, you know, request a battle, whatever you want to do, and we'll try to make something happen for you. But anyway, that is it for this time, guys. I'm going to stop blabbering now because you guys have probably had enough of me. So I will see you guys for the next battle. Thank you very much for watching, as always. I think I said that already. But yeah, do not forget to leave a like on this video as well if you enjoyed it, because it does help out the channel a lot, helps me out a lot, helps everyone out a lot, everyone enjoys it. Good time for everybody. I'll see you guys for the next battle, but until then, game on.